Hi students, today's topic quantum numbers. So, what are the quantum numbers? The quantum numbers are the key elements to observe what is inside the atom, the orbit, shells, and orbitals, and the electron movement and their orientation, etc. So now there are four quantum numbers. There are four quantum numbers, students. We will discuss one after another. The first one is the principal quantum number. Okay, students, what is the? It is principal quantum number. Principal quantum number. So, principal quantum number describes the main things that are about the orbit. It describes about. Okay, students, principal quantum number describes about the orbit. The first students, it describes about the orbit, and the second point is it describes about the energy of an electron in the orbit. How much does the energy of electron in orbit? And next it also describes it also describes about the radius of the orbit, or we can say that size. Next, the important one, it mainly describes the angular momentum. What, students? Angular momentum. Angular momentum of electron. Angular momentum of electron in orbit. Previously, many questions have been asked about this topic. The main formula will revolve around this only. MVR is equals to NH by 2 pi. It's the important formula. We have to know that. MVR is equals to NH by 2 pi. Means angular momentum, mass, velocity and the radius. Angular momentum MVR is equals to NH by 2 pi. Let's take here N is equals to 1, 2, 3, 1 and etc. Okay, students, we will take the first orbit. The first orbit. So first orbit means N is equal to 1. So 1 is H by 2 pi. And the second orbit. So 2h by 2 pi. 2h by 2 pi. To do cancel, and this is equals to it is h by pi. Okay, students. And the next one, we will take the third orbit. We will take the third orbit. N is equal to 3. So 3h by 2 pi. And if we will take the fourth orbit, 4h by 2 pi. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. So it is 2h by pi. Number of subshells in an orbit is equals to n. So in the orbit, students, there are subshells. So there are, what are the subshells? One is in the first orbit, S is one subshell. In the second orbit, subshells S and P. And the third orbit, S, P, D. And in the fourth orbit, students, there are S, P, D and F. Okay. Now coming to the important formulas. The number of orbitals, in an orbit is equals to n square. Number of orbitals in an orbit is equals to, students, n square. And next one, maximum number of electrons in an orbit. What are the maximum number of electrons in an orbit we have to calculate? The formula is 2n square. Students, it is 2n square. It is also one of the important formulas, 2n square. Okay, students, next we will go to the azimuth. Okay, student, next we go to the second one, that is the azimuthal quantum number. What, students? Azimuthal quantum number. And by the way, students, what this quantum number tells us? It tells about the subshell in an orbit. It explains about the subshell in an orbit. And the second thing, it mainly explains about the orbital angular momentum. In the orbital, how the electron will revolves. What is the momentum? It will tell. It will explains. The main thing, the formula is h by 2 pi under root L into L plus 1. Students, here h is the Planck's constant. What, student? H is the Planck's constant. And we all know L is equals to SPDF 0, 1, 2, 3. I have discussed it in the previous video. Okay, students, we are, and in the place of h by 2 pi, we can also write it as h cut. What, students? H cut. H cut into under root L into L plus 1. Let's see for the all subshells. Okay, students, let's we take for every subshell. First we take for S subshell. S subshell. Okay, students, for S subshell, L is equal to 0. Let's apply the formula. H by 2 pi under root of, in the place of L, we have to substitute L is equal to 0. So 0 into 0 plus 1. So 0 into 0 plus 1 is equals to 0. And for remaining subshells, let's take for the P subshell. For P subshell, what is the L value, students? It is L is equals to 1. And we take h by 2 pi under root L is equal to 1. We have substitute here 1 into 1 plus 1. So students, it is h by 2 pi under root. Okay, students? H by 2 pi also written as h by 2 root pi. How, like, students? Let's see the like this. 2 we can write it as h by 2 we can write it as root 2 into root 2. Yes, no, students? So root 2 cancel. The remaining is h by root 2 pi. And same thing we also applied for the D subshell. Okay, students, we also apply this for the D subshell. Same, students, same questions have been repeated in the previous also. So please be concentrate here. L is equals to 2. L is equals to 2. So h by 2 pi under root of 2 into 2 plus 1 is equals to h by 2 pi under root of 2 plus 1 3, 2 into 3 6, root 6. And same it for, we apply it for the F subshell. Students, Same it is applicable for F subshell also. For F subshell is equals to, what is the L value, students? L is equals to 3. So apply the formula. H pi 2 pi under root L is equals to 3. 3 into 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1, 4. 4 3 is 12. So is equals to H by 2 pi under root of 12. And next we are moving to the next third one. Then third one important, the number of orbitals in a subshell. What, students? The number of orbitals. The number of orbitals in a subshell. The number of orbitals in a subshell. The formula is, it is 2L plus 1. What, student? 2L plus 1. Remember this formula. And the next one, the fourth one. What are the maximum number of electrons? What are the maximum number of electrons? If you want to know the maximum number of electrons in a subshell, then the formula is, directly it is 4L plus 2. Remember this, students, 4L plus 2. Okay, students, let's take if L is equals to 0. The first one, yes, it is a s orbital. So substitute here 0. 4 into 0, 0. So it is 2 electrons. If L is equals to 1, the p orbital, substitute here 1. 4 into 1, 1 plus 2 is equals to 6 electrons. L is equals to 3. Students, L is equals to 3. It's a d orbital. So substitute here 3. 4 into 3. Okay, students. Here, here L is equals to 2. 4 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10 electrons. And here for F orbital, it is L is equal to 3. It's a F. So here 4 into 3, 12 plus 2 is equal to 14 electrons. Okay, students, we will write very important statement now. The very important statement, children. That is, in each orbital, each orbital has a capacity to accommodate only 2 electrons. The statement is, each orbital can accommodate only 2 electrons. 2 electrons with compulsory this opposite spin only. Means any orbital students, that is only it accommodate only 2 electrons with opposite spin. Remember this. And the next thing, students, it is magnetic quantum number. The third quantum number is the magnetic quantum number. The magnetic quantum number. The magnetic quantum number, students. What does the magnetic quantum number tells us? The magnetic quantum numbers, it explains us about the orbital of a subshell in an orbit. In orbital, a orbital of a subshell in an orbit, it explains. It also mainly explains about the orientation of orbitals. What, students? Orientation, the movement of orbitals. So here it represents M. Magnetic quantum it represents M. M is equals to, it defines from minus L to 0 to plus L, students. and we have one more formula that here only I will write. The number of orbitals in a subshell. Number of orbitals in a subshell is 2l plus 1. So if we will take, for example, L is equal to 0, so M is equals to also 0. That is S orbital, because here we will take L is equal to 0 means here 0, here 0. So the M is equal to total 0. So it is the S orbital, students. If we will take L is equals to 2, substitute here 2, minus 2 to plus 2. So here what are the M is equals to, what are the orbitals that are students minus 1 comma 0 and okay. If we will take 2, it is minus 2, students. Minus 2, minus 1, 0. It is plus 1 and plus 2, students. So how many orbitals? Students, how many orbitals they are? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orbitals. There are 5 orbitals and it is D. It is a D1. D subshell it is. Oh students, we already missed that here. I will write the L is equal to 1. Let's take here M is equal to 1. M is equal to minus 1, comma 0, comma plus 1. 1, 2, 3. The 3 orbitals. D, it is the, is equals to 3 orbitals. 3 orbitals means it is the P subshell. And also we will take L is equals to 3. So here M is equal to from minus 3 to, here you will substitute here. Minus 3 to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 orbitals. 7 orbitals, it is a F subshell. It has only 7 orbitals. Okay students, have you understand? The next quantum number is the spin quantum number. The spin quantum number, previously I have discussed the spin quantum number. It's mainly about the Pauli's principle. It explains that every electron should be in upwards. One electron should be in an orbital. One electron should be opposite spin. One electron should be in upwards, that is clockwise direction. One electron, that is S. Spin quantum number represents S. S is equal to plus half. And one is anti-clockwise. S is equals to minus half, students. Okay students, the very repeated question in the NEET previous exams is the spin only magnetic moment. This is very important question, students. Very important question. Spin only magnetic moment. The formula is very simple, that is under root of n into n plus 2 BMs, Bohr magnetons. It is the magnetic momentum of the electron. So here n represents, students, what does the n represents? Here n represents, n is equals to the number of unpaired electrons. The number of unpaired electrons. For example, let's we take, if n is equals to, for example, we will take what is the spin only magnetic moment for nitrogen atom. In nitrogen atom, students, what is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So in the p orbital, they have unpaired electrons. So we have 3 unpaired electrons. So here we substitute n is equals to 3. So here under root 3 into 3 plus 2, that is 3 is a 9, 3 is a 6, so it is under root 15 Bohr magnetons. Approximately we'll take as under root 16 is 4, so we will take as 3.9 Bohr magnetons. Student listen here. Okay students, we will discuss later now the problems based on this magnetic moment and the orbitals in a subshell and maximum number of electrons. Okay students, the previous question, the maximum number of electrons in a subshell. What are the maximum number of electrons? We know I have previously discussed the formula is 4L plus 2. We know that the L is equals to, here directly given 3. 4 into 3 plus 2 is equals to 4 into 3 plus 12 plus 2 is equal to 14 electrons. Okay students, that's all for today. Please like, share and subscribe students.